Welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing this screen animation, this loading screen animation. Very easy. I have designed the front screen already, which I have duplicated into tray here. So I'll try to make some of the designs invisible so that we can make use of it, because in this screen animation we're making use of smart animation, so let's make some of this invisible, the pass through to be 0 or the opacity to be 0. So let's make sure they are all 0. Now if you click on anyone, click enter, which I've been doing, it will highlight everything inside the frame. As far as it's a frame, it will highlight everything inside that frame. So let's make it 0. That's it. So we'll duplicate this particular one. Let's delete this to make work easier for us. Let's delete it. Let's delete the frame, then duplicate the first one to make it easier for us. So let's draw our circle or ellipse, anyone you want to call it. Let's change the color. We'll make sure that this is visible. It's hiding inside a frame on the main frame, so we have to bring it out. Let's drag it out of the frame. Yes, drag it in. See, it's entered the frame again. Let's drag it out also. Drag it in. This one easily. Okay, let's make sure so that it's centered vertically and horizontally. So let's make sure it's centered vertically and horizontally. Now another thing is to duplicate our thermostat on top of the ellipse or circle, then change the name of the circle to screen. Now we must make sure that the name of this circle must be the same with the one we are going to use on the second frame, because of the smart animation. If not, it will not work. So let's change the color to white. Very good. So we have made sure that it's centered and everything. So let's duplicate this circle. Let's increase it to cover the whole frame. Cover the whole frame. This frame is on click to content, so the more we increase it, if we remove this click to content, you see the size of the circle. Let's make sure it's covered. Let's turn these things. Excuse me. Let's make sure that's what we want. Very good. So I'm making sure that the name didn't change. You can see the name is screen, and the name of this big circle too is screen. This is so we are prototyping. After delay, let's make use of smart animation. Very good. Then let's make use of not a custom spring but a custom bezier. Very good. So try and do the same thing I'm doing here to get a good result, a better result though. You can still do it the way you want. It's just for you to understand the concept first. So that's what we are doing here. So that's very good. Let's do the same after delay. That's now will be custom animation. Let's use okay, smart animation, but let's use a moving. Yes, so you can see moving. Click at the button. Let's present it. Just let's wait for it to load. I'm still here with you guys. You can see it's not inside a frame. Let's make it fit to screen. You see the design is not inside a phone frame. So why? Because in the prototype I think the device there is none, so we'll still go back and check it and try to check the device we are using. Okay, iPhone Pro 13. Let's use the first one. I think it's not that one. You see it's half screen, so that one is bigger than this frame. So let's still check it. Let's check very well. Let's check the second one. Let's check let's click outside. Let's check the second one from Pro. Let's make sure iPhone 13 Pro. Let's make sure it's the device. Let's allow it to load exactly what we want. So you can see what it has happening here. When you press your R to restart, you see it's exactly what we produced here. Can you see? So here we can check other things. Let's maybe use push, see how it works. This push, it will enter like the screen, it will push the screen, the second screen, it will push it down. You understand what I'm saying? Do you see it? So it depends on the one that you want to use. It's either moving or pushing, but I love this pushing, but due to the video, the one I showed you, there's no pushing, so we'll just make use of so let's check other ones, other options. Let's see. Is in smart animation. This there's no moving. We just use normal smart animation. You see the screen will just load slowly. The screen will just load slowly. This it to just load slowly. It's like a delay on loading screen. So a lot of things you can do with this smart animation. Anyhow you want to, you can test all these, different ways. Push in, push up. Let's see push up, how it works. You see it will go up. So a lot of things you can do with this. So just you can on your own try some of this. Push down, which I've showed you before. You see it the way it is. So let's just keep it on moving due to the video, and we can still reduce some of the time if we want. Exactly. So we can reduce some of the time if we want. Let's reduce it 400 and see. I want it to load immediately, very fast. Exactly what I want. I don't want so much delays. So let's reduce it 300 still. R. Okay, very good. This is exactly what I want. Let's check our first one. Now if you can see on that thermostat, there is a morph design. Like how will I put it? It's like there is a 3D design there. So we'll get to that. There is a plugin we can use to do that called morph. So let's look for the plugin. I've not used it for a while, so let me look for it. Click on plus Q. Let's click on skew. When you click on skew, it will apply to that circle. So let's wait for it to load. Exactly. So let's wait for it to load everything. Exactly. So we can cancel. Let's shift this. We can apply it now. Let's click on apply. Very good. Let's shift it. Then cancel. You can see we have gotten exactly the same thing you had on the screen. So let's delete the first one. Let's delete it. Yes, let's bring this to the front, and let's make sure this is centered horizontally and vertically. Let's make sure it's centered horizontally and vertically. You can do that with alternate V and alternate H as shortcuts, so let's see how it looks like. Please try to subscribe to my channel to see some of this animation. That's a very good animation. Do you see? Thank you.